You might ask, what guitar am I rocking out on? Is this a guitar from the future? Well, it's actually a guitar from today. And this is a travel guitar. So when you go on the road, either on airlines or on the car, you can still practice your chops and play. And so I've basically been playing guitar every single day since 1988. And actually I played a lot before that as well. But so I have a guitar with me every single day of my life. And so this is the newest one I have, and this is basically the Traveler guitar. It's a skate model, and basically you can see how small it is. And I'm going to do a comparison in a second with a full-size guitar. Now I've traveled with this Fender Stratocaster before as well, but look how much smaller this guitar is. I mean, look at that. That's a lot smaller, isn't it? But the cool thing about this is that this little Traveler guitar here, this little escape guitar, is actually the same, the frets are the same size. So if I put the nut up here, you can kind of see it's basically the same size. See that? So it is the same, it's the same size, it's the same length. So when I practice this guitar here, it's like practicing the full-size electric guitar, Stratocaster, whatever it is. This happens to be a Fender Stratocaster here. So I have taken this on the road with me. Basically in a car, it's a little easier to carry this in a car than an airplane. Back in the day, it was a lot easier to carry a guitar on the airplanes. Now they're getting really, really titchy about having basically space on the overheads. And this guitar here would definitely fit in there really, really well. This is another guitar that I've taken on the road with me as well. This is a little Martin backpacker guitar. This is the acoustic model, not the classical one. And you can see the size difference on there as well. You can see that the Martin backpacker guitar is longer. Not by much, but you know, when you travel, sometimes every ounce and inch makes a big difference in everything. So you can just imagine having this in the overhead versus this. This is going to not take up any room at all. They may not even count this as as something you're carrying on. A lot of times when I carry this here, they don't even notice it as something that I'm carrying on the airplane and whatnot. So, so they basically, because I can put it over a couple of standard suitcases that you have on there as well. This guitar here, I have not had a chance to travel with yet because I just got it. It is an electric guitar, acoustic. I'll be honest, just playing it dry. If I'm out there practicing scales, you know, that's fine. The intonation is really good. It's actually better than the Martin backpacker. It's probably as good as this Fender Stratocaster that I have here. The intonation is really good. It plays really well. I have a little portable little amp here that I'll use, and so you can plug it into an amplifier. So if you carry around an amp with you, I don't know, it'd be kind of hard to carry a full-size amp with you, but if you go to a place that has an amp, you could plug this in. If you're doing open mics or you're playing a gig, you could do a gig on this. This guitar feels comfortable enough that I could play 2-hour set with this thing. This thing plays really well. It sounds good. And one thing like this is that if a guitar doesn't sound good without hooked up to an amp, all an amp does is make a bad guitar sound louder. That's really all an amp does. So this guitar here is something I'm pleasantly surprised. They have a lot more newer models. This is actually one of the first model that came out. This is the original one that came out, and they have other ones. And so you look there, here's the back. This is where you actually tune it. So you see down here, this basically, there's the E string there, G, and then the high E's there. So you just, and has a little roller area there. So it's kind of neat. There's a little 9-volt battery slot here. There's where you can control the volume and the treble and whatnot. And you can put it on an amp, or you can put it on headphone. So you can put headphones in there and listen to this as well. So this is really a cool little travel guitar. So I'll look forward to taking this on the road with me next time I do some serious traveling and whatnot. One thing also when I travel with my Martin backpacker is that people are like, what is that? You know, what kind of guitar is that? What is that, a guitar? I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about this as well. And, you know, when you travel, sometimes it's kind of cool to talk to folks and, you know, basically get some interaction with other folks and everything like that. And when I take this out on the road, people really like, what is this? Is this from the future? You know, what kind of guitar is this? Well, it's a backpacker. It's a travel guitar. And this is another, this is an electric one. And if I get a chance to, go, you know, play somewhere while I'm traveling, this is an electric guitar. You just plug it into whatever the house amp that's there and just rock out. So I really am quite pleasantly happy with this guitar. And I really haven't seen too much footage on the internet about these guitars. Well, at least the older ones. The newer ones, they're out there. It's big enough that I don't necessarily have to use a strap if I'm sitting down. Obviously, if I'm standing up, I'm going to need a strap to play this. You know, it's a little, I'm like a, I wouldn't want to do that for hours and hours, but you know, with a guitar strap, you got places for guitar strap there. And there's the jack there to plug it in. And so it's really a cool guitar, so I give it a thumbs up. So if you want a cool backpacking guitar and you don't want to carry around a full-size guitar, you can see right there how much smaller this guitar is. You know, basically I got it in frame there, and you know, it's a lot smaller. It's got a full-size neck, so if you're used to going from one chord to another on your regular electric guitar, this is going to be the same feeling. So pretty cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. My name is Herbert Midgley. I am the internet legend. This is the most unique content anywhere in the universe right here on this channel. Where else are you going to see a Fender Stratocaster and this travel escape guitar here? Like nowhere. And I'm talking about these guitars and how to travel and whatnot. And this is going to be a great guitar when I go on trips and whatnot. As always, rock and roll, and of course it does compute. Subscribe to my channel because I would even compute more, everybody. Yeah, rock and roll. Compute it.